You can rest now, my friend. In fact, you'll need it. For what comes next will shock you. It will amaze you. Because everything that you want and everything you've been dreaming of, all that you've been envisioning, it will all come to you easily and effortlessly, despite what you've been taught and programmed and conditioned to believe. Because we've been brainwashed to think that we need to work hard and through time and effort we will earn what it is that we want. But this is a lie. And that's why what I'm about to share with you is actually a secret that has been kept from us. It is the key to manifestation, which is to the mind and to the programmed human condition, is counterintuitive. But a part of you already knows what I'm about to tell you. And so sit back, relax, rest deeply, because this is the key to manifestation. And here's why. If you saw my video from a few days ago titled, Chill, You're About to Get Paid to Exist, I go into detail about what actually generates your reality, which is fundamentally your beliefs, right? And beliefs are often picked up in our life from our parents, from our education, from the institutions, from the media. All of these are impressed into our mind, but not our conscious mind, our subconscious mind. And the way that they're impressed into this subconscious mind is through the repetition of the thought, but also with the investment of the energetic quality, which then makes it into a deeply held belief. And that emotional investment, that feeling behind the thought, is what creates that pattern of the belief that makes it seem to be so real in your day-to-day life. And so when we're talking about changing our beliefs, it's not just as simple as repeating to yourself over and over again what you would prefer to believe, because that's using the conscious mind. But you need to reprogram the subconscious mind. And I'm sure you already know this, but the key is to how you go about doing that. Because the deep rest that I mentioned is absolutely fundamental to actually reprogramming your subconscious mind and therefore effortlessly, easily, and even instantaneously manifesting your desired reality. And the key comes down to a state of being. And there are 3 states that I want to explore quickly here. The first is the beta state, and this is your waking state. It is your sort of everyday state that you interact with the world and others within, for the most part. The second state is the alpha state, and that is sort of a meditative state. It is calm, it is relaxed, it is peaceful, it is kind of neutral. It is the state that you'd go into if you're meditating, or if you're just relaxing, if you're just sitting in the park. The next state, which is the state that we want to highlight here, this is the key. This is theta. And theta is, as Neville Goddard says, the state akin to sleep. This is a deeply relaxed state. It is a very peaceful state. It is the state that you enter just before you fall asleep. You're still aware, you're still conscious, but you're not alert, you're not vigilant, you're not perceiving anything in particular. Your focus is not kind of vigilant and hyper concentrated on anything. It's just very relaxed. And in this state, you could fall asleep, but you're still aware. And this is the key. This is the state that you must enter to effortlessly reprogram through your imagination your subconscious mind. And so let's experiment right now. Let's guide ourselves into this theta state, which is actually very simple. And first and foremost, I want you to set the intention right now to radically and profoundly enter the theta state of deep relaxation, rest, ease, and peace. Just declare that to yourself right now. Okay, now take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you like. And you can even focus on your heart for a moment and see if there's any tightness, and just breathe deeply into your heart space. Allow that to soften and open, and allow your awareness to just become very relaxed, not focused on anything. Just follow the sound of my voice and breathe. Become aware of your breathing. Now, simply allow your intention to unfold. Allow yourself to drift into that state akin to sleep. Just imagine yourself being in that state just before sleep. Give yourself permission to just fully relax. Allow yourself to be restful. Now, from this state, the first thing that you think of when I say something that you want to experience or manifest, allow your imagination to take that on for a second. Allow your imagination to unfold this dream, this vision. See where it wants to go. Don't control it. Don't even interact with it. Don't try to change it or manipulate it. Just allow it. Now watch where this goes. Purely observe it. And as you're watching it, allow yourself to feel into it more deeply. And depending on what it is, start to imagine someone that you care about, someone that you're close to, someone that you admire. Imagine them celebrating with you or congratulating you in this deeply emotional, positive, celebratory mood. Whatever it is that you want to experience or achieve or manifest or create or feel or be, imagine hugging them. Imagine being in front of them. Imagine seeing in their eyes the celebration, the congratulations for this. They feel it too. And just allow yourself to imagine that for a moment from this deeply restful, open-hearted, relaxed state. And keep going. Just allow yourself to be swept up and carried by this current of your imagination. Allow yourself to be consumed by this desired reality and all the feelings that it contains. And share and revel in this moment with this other person who's there with you, fully celebrating it with you. Now, you can come back. This, despite what the conscious mind wants to think, maybe you think it's child's play, maybe you think it's silly, maybe you think it's ridiculous, but actually this is the key. And the follow-up key, which is equally as important, is to now detach yourself, to fully let it go. You see, the vividness of that emotionally charged experience, because it is an experience, and to your conscious mind, it knows no difference. The mind cannot tell the difference between a vivid dream and your reality out here. So you can just trust me in this, and by the belief in what I'm saying, you will allow yourself to experience the synchronicities, the opportunities, the wonderful magic that occurs when you surrender to this restful state and align yourself in your imagination with your desired reality fulfilled here now. And when you detach afterwards, not expecting, not insisting, not needing anything to change, but you just carry that feeling, that knowing, that trust, that surrender with you in your day-to-day life. And that mood, that attitude that you've cultivated, which is still serene and peaceful and relaxed and restful, because you know it is done. You've experienced it, you have it, and therefore it's already manifest, because the state underneath that reality is already here. It is within you. The truth of that manifestation is a state of consciousness that you have already accessed. And now, the belief that is in accordance with that reality is being imprinted into your subconscious, because you're not in fight or flight. Your nervous system is relaxed. You are present. And in a way, you are expecting, or rather anticipating it to happen. Not that you need it to happen, not that you're waiting for it to happen, but you have already experienced it. You know that it is done. Just like anything else that you know to be true, you don't need to convince yourself of it. You don't need evidence outside of yourself for it, because you already know that it's done. And this is the same thing. So, if you're still with me, then I think what you're about to experience is going to shock you and amaze you. And this is something that you can cultivate on a daily basis. You don't want to overdo it, because then you're bordering on this sort of conscious controlling mind part of you that's needing to see proof and insisting and expecting. But just relax, chill out, allow your nervous system to be fully regulated, because that is a powerful receptivity that draws unto you that which is aligned with your desired reality. And that's the key here, is that the more you want it, the more you repel it. But the more you become it, the less you want it, because you already experience it to be here and now. And so try this out, and just don't forget to detach, relax. Allow life to serve you, because it wants to serve you. But the overvigilance, the over-controlling aspect of the ego, and that conscious fight or flight survival mechanism, is what's keeping everything that you want away. And the more you allow yourself to open up to this truth, the more it will become your reality. And this is one of the main aspects that is going to be in my 12-week mastermind, which I've talked about in the last few videos. And if you are interested in the subconscious reprogramming and going through this 12-week journey with 12 other creators, then comment creator down below and I'll send you more information, because the spots are going. The early bird is ending this weekend. So if you are hearing the call, and if you are desiring change, and if you want to step into a whole new reality, and if you want the fulfillment of creating what you desire and experiencing all that you're here to experience, then this 12-week mastermind, which is a direct connection to me, it is the possibility and the opportunity for you to work with me one-on-one, to ask me any questions, to be surrounded by an inspired group, and to go through this over 12 weeks with themes and interactive modules which will guide you into the realization and the manifestation of your desired reality. And so if you want to have access to the information about the upcoming 12-week mastermind, comment creator down below and I'll send you more details.